Didn't even let him make the decision.
Amateur dramatics at Luton.
The one tomorrow morning.
Dan, it is. We got here late.
And in Mauritius, it all becomes too much for check-in girl Rachel.
My partner in life.
My partner in life.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
At Luton, there's confusion at check-in. Passengers Dave Shaffier and Dave Brieger are off to join their wives for a weekend in Mallorca. But somehow Dave Shaffier's name appears on the passenger list twice, while Dave Brieger's name isn't there at all.
There's been a screw-up. You can see there's been a screw-up because you put down the name twice.
The mistake on the reservation, OK, wouldn't have been an Easyjet thing.
Well, I'm saying it's not mine. It definitely wasn't my mistake.
OK, you're going to have to pay for it if you want to get onto this flight.
No, you need to get hold of somebody and get it sorted.
Easyjet insist all passengers fly under their own name, which means one of the Daves will have to pay for a name change, and it doesn't come cheap.
I'll be honest with you, if you want to get this flight now, it will cost you £145.
No, you don't seem to understand. I have paid for 2 seats. What you're saying is if I want to, I've got to pay another £145.
That's correct, because it's been booked in the same name. We've got 2 bookings for the same
who's the other
passenger.
Mr. Shaffier? I'm paying for the seat twice. I've already paid for the seat.
If you want to travel today, we've got 2 minutes. You will need to pay the additional £145.
I want to speak to the station manager before I make that decision. Before I make that decision, I wish to speak to your manager. Because we've both got the same Christian names. They seem to have made a screw up somewhere. So they said we've got to go over there, spend £145 for a name change.
There's a mistake on the reservation.
Exactly, thank you. You acknowledge there's been a mistake. Thank you.
Can we have that in writing? Can we have that in writing? You've made a mistake. And we'll give you a mistake. I want your written, I want both of you to write, you've made a mistake.
I'm trying to help you.
We're happy to get you out of the problem, and we'll give you the credit card.
Okay, we didn't make the booking, you made the booking.
They finally agree to pay. But while the argument continues over who's to blame,
we won't be able to accept you on the aircraft.
check-in closes.
I've checked with the captain.
Now you take the money and we're not on the flight.
You have made the booking incorrectly. That is what the problem is.
We have not made the booking incorrectly.
Get excited. Yeah, get a bit stressed. Oh.
For the past year, 22-year-old check-in agent Rachel Gardner has been planning her wedding in Mauritius. She's already had a big send-off from the Easyjet girls. But this is a wedding with a difference. Not only is Rachel going halfway across the world to get married, it's going to be her twin sister Beverly who gives her away.
You only get one twin, you know. The main reason that we're going away to get married was obviously because my dad died when I was 9, so I didn't want to have a traditional wedding here because it would have been too hard for me.
But because of work commitments, Rachel's mother can't be there either.
It's going to be really emotional today, and I've been getting quite upset lately, but I know my sister will keep me going. Bev, she'll keep me going.
6,000 miles away on the tropical island of Mauritius, the big day has finally arrived. But an important person is still back in Liverpool, twin sister Beverly.
A few days before I was due to fly out, I got a phone call saying my boyfriend had had an accident. He'd fell on Runcorn Bridge and he was in a serious, critical way.
Neil had suffered a brain hemorrhage. He was placed in intensive care where his condition remained stable.
I couldn't have possibly have gone because if anything had happened while I was away, I'd never have forgiven myself, and I just felt that Neil needed me and I needed him, really.
Yeah, I'll grab these.
Right, I'll admit it did break my heart crying when she left because I felt like another piece of my heart was going as well.
When I actually heard the news about Beverly's boyfriend, I was devastated. Not as devastated as her, obviously, but before she could even say anything about not coming out, I said to her, don't worry, because I didn't want her to have that on her conscience, trying to figure out how she was going to tell me that she wasn't going to come. You know, if it was Ben, there's no way I'd leave.
With Beverly back home in Liverpool, the job of giving Rachel away has fallen to best friend Caroline. Rachel's also getting a helping hand from mother-in-law-to-be, Dottie.
I felt very emotional last night. I was starting to get really upset because because my mum wasn't here, my dad and my sister. But this morning, I got up about 6 o'clock and I was sitting on the balcony, and I don't know, just sorting myself out. And I know that I know my dad's here watching me and be so proud of me. And if I get upset, you know, I don't think he'd like that. So I know they're all with me in my heart. Do you like it here? Yeah, looks nice, doesn't it?
Rachel and Ben's ceremony in Mauritius is going to be an intimate occasion, but they're planning a big reception for family and friends on their return to Liverpool.
Got 1 hour to go as Miss Gardner, and then I'll be Mrs. Rude forever.
Back in Luton, the two Daves' flight to Mallorca leaves in 5 minutes. Now they want the manager.
Get him on this. There it is. Use it. Get him on it and use it. I insist. As a customer, a paying customer, I insist that you get him on that phone. Not in 10 minutes' time, when, oh, it's gone. I know I might look a bit stupid, but I'm not that stupid. I'll tell you to get hold of your manager. It's obviously something you're having difficulty doing. Get the station manager.
This is going to sound really cool. I'm going to have to walk away from you soon because I'm really just reaching my limit of how far I can deal with this.
Manager. What part of get the station manager on the phone don't you understand?
Are you being rude to me?
No, I'm not being rude, but you're obviously having trouble understanding it.
Not having any of it. I want to see someone now more senior and hope that it's going to change. I've assured them that will not change. Irrelevant of who they speak to, that is the policy and that's rigid. There's no way around it whatsoever.
In the calmer surroundings of Mauritius, Ben, Rachel's husband-to-be, is waiting anxiously with his best man, Phil. But as is customary, the bride is running late. Then Rachel appears in the dress that, at the fitting, made her twin sister cry.
When I saw Rachel in a wedding dress, I think I got so emotional, the fact that our dad's not going to be there to see her, because it's every father's dream to see the daughter or daughters in the wedding dress and get married.
Something memorable and fantastic is just happening today. The weddings of Benjamin's and Rochelle. So I'll ask you, both of you, to stand up. I, Rochelle Claire Gardner.
I, Rachel Claire Gardner.
Do take you, Benjamin Robert Road.
Do take you, Benjamin Robert Rood.
For my lawful wedded husband.
For my...
Yes. All right, love. Okay. Are you all right?
My partner in life.
My partner in life.
And my one true love.
And my one true love.
I will cherish.
I will cherish.
Our friendship.
Our friendship.
I love you today.
I love you today.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And forever.
Forever.
As I've given you my hand to hold today.
I've given you my hand to hold today.
So I give you my life to keep.
So I give you my life to keep.
Congratulations, child. I declare you two married as husband and wife before the law. My sincere congratulations and best of lucks. And now, Benjamin, you can kiss the bride.
Thank you.
Hi, Mummy and Lord. And you must cry.
It's all right, just
And you also cry.
Congratulations, Mrs. Ruth.
Thank you.
Under pressure, Aaron finally calls his manager about the two Daves.
We've got a couple of passengers that Mr. Parker would like to speak to ASAP.
I'd like to talk to him on the phone. Okay, he's there now. I'd like to talk to him now on the telephone.
That's copied, Mike, thanks.
I want to talk to him before he puts up. Have you ever? So he's obviously on his way, so he can phone you and he won't talk to me, he won't put the call through. You deliberately would. You didn't even ask him. You didn't even ask him. That's pig ignorance.
If you carry on like this, I'm going to get security.
He didn't even ask the question.
He's on his way.
But he's not here now.
No.
I want to speak to him before my flight leaves.
But the plane's already heading for the runway just as the manager turns up. The Daves finally get to argue their case, but it's all too late.
The best they can hope for now is going tomorrow. But again, we need that decision quick, or else that flight's going to become full quickly and the price may increase even more, higher than 145.
I had a fantastic day and I loved every single minute. It was like a dream, and when I saw Ben for the first time, I just fell in love with him all over again. I did miss Bev a lot, and I just hope that everything is okay at home.
When I first saw Rachel, it was just blew me away. It was just everything I dreamed of, just looking at her. I kind of imagined that's how she would be. It was just and then the whole day's been so good, so good.
Pathetic.
At Luton, the two Daves finally agree to pay for another seat in the correct name.
Are we happy to pay?
No,
I'm
we're
not happy to pay. You know full well we're not happy to pay.
I think blackmail probably comes into
I think it's
the
outrageous.
situation. Don't. That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary.
You want me to do this for you?
All right, sorry about that. You going to take the money or what?
I will give it to you because I think it's very wrong. Okay? Can I see your confirmation, please?
£175.
No way. We agreed 145.
I made it clear to you, if I remember, it's
I gave you...
the price seat would go up if you didn't make that decision and you didn't want to.
I don't care how you do it, just sort it.
We can't sort it.
Let me know when you've done it. We're around there having a coffee. Come on.
We can't sort it. If you want it, it's £175, it might go up.
Card back. I think I might go shopping at Harrods.
Aaron's laughing now, but the Daves have gone to double-check the price on the Easyjet website.
Price hasn't gone up, funny enough. Same price. They want to charge us another 30 quid.
Leo has to admit they got it wrong.
Yeah, 145.
Yeah. So hang on a minute, you just wound us up for nothing because you didn't do his job properly.
Honestly,
he wasn't doing his job properly.
Okay.
You screwed up.
Okay, that wasn't the case.
That was our mistake as well, probably. Yeah, our mistake as well. It was £145, but it was a good wind up. So they've got us going again. Well done. I give you the card. Is that gentle enough for you? Can you manage that? We could have done this 20 minutes ago, couldn't we? Shame we didn't press the right keys. Maybe you made a mistake.
Please.
Maybe a mistake was
if you continue this, I'm going to ask you to leave the airport.
I'm going. Believe me, once I take my money, I'm leaving the airport. I promise you.
This is them just being, for whatever reason, difficult, unnecessarily difficult, when they could have actually quite easily got us on the flight at the time if they'd wanted to. There's ways in which to sort that out, and he did it the wrong way.
2 weeks after their wedding in Mauritius, Rachel and Ben are back in Liverpool to celebrate with family and friends. It's a chance for those who weren't there to see the bride and groom in their wedding outfits, particularly Rachel's mum, her Easyjet friends, and sister Beverly.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please meet and greet Ben and Rachel, the new Mr. and Mrs. Rood. Features for bride and groom, please. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Come on, Mum. Got something for you.
There's a special surprise for Rachel's mother.
Thank you very much. You've been a mum and dad to me. And you're a star and you're one in a million. This is for you. And I love you very much. I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of you too.
The Easyjet girls don't need a second invitation to start the party. Having missed the wedding, twin sister Beverly was looking forward to this evening's party. But with boyfriend Neil still in hospital, she's experiencing mixed emotions.
I can't even explain how I feel at the moment, but I feel like I'm putting a brave face on. Everything that's happened in the last 4 weeks has really been hard, but I'm really happy for her. I'm a twin, I've got to be there for her. She's there for me.
The reception's in full swing. But at Luton, a passenger has just missed the flight to her friend's wedding in Glasgow.
There isn't one now till tomorrow morning. Is the first one out going to be of any help?
What time is the first one out?
I need to double-check that. We just had a woman in the queue that I've been speaking to. She's really upset. She's got a wedding that she needs to attend in Glasgow tomorrow morning, and because she's arrived too late, we couldn't get her on board the aircraft. And it's Friday, flights are full, and we can't get her out now till tomorrow morning. Is it 2 people or 1?
Yeah, it's 2 people. Maybe it's been really hard to get.
Lula Durante missed check-in by 5 minutes, but her boyfriend Dan hasn't even made it to the airport.
No. What I'm going to do is do my best to get you on one this evening. If you take a seat on the red seats, once I've got that all confirmed for you, then I'll come and see you in a moment.
Can you listen to me for a sec, Dan? They're trying to see if they can get on the flight. You're coming to departures, Dan.
As Leo tries to find seats on a later flight, boyfriend Dan finally shows up.
There's definitely nothing at all that we can do this evening. I've confirmed you both on the one tomorrow morning.
Dan, it is we got here late. Sorry.
What I'm going to try to do is help you. You're definitely on the one tomorrow morning at 8:50.
Yeah.
What you'll need to do is come back at about 8 o'clock this evening to see if there's any availability.
Well, there might be an availability this evening.
If someone cancels.
A flight tomorrow morning will mean Lula and Dan risk missing their friend's wedding altogether.
I'm hoping to get a later flight tonight. Fingers crossed. We don't know because both flights are fully booked up, so it might be flying tomorrow morning, taking a trip back home tonight, coming back, getting a taxi in the morning or something, you know, losing all the hotel fare and all. It's hassle, basically.
It's not looking hopeful. There are no cancellations on the later Glasgow flights.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, I've done everything that we possibly can now. You are confirmed on the one leaving here at 8:50 tomorrow.
Are there another flight or is going home? So we're just going to try and sort out another flight, you know?
With Glasgow no longer an option, Dan and Lula try to get seats on the Edinburgh flight.
If you want to come back in about 20 minutes, we can check if anybody's cancelled, OK? We can't do anything at this time, unfortunately.
But it's the same waiting game.
I feel pretty sorry for her, mate.
I feel gutted. It's like you're the one really that's responsible, and you're the one that's got to break the bad news. And when you're saying it, you know how she's feeling, because when you're dealing with something and you have it for a couple of hours, you do become attached to it. And that's what's happened in that instance, and I just feel awful for her.
I can't believe it. It's the worst thing that could have happened. Miss the flight. Miss that chance.
Meanwhile, at Rachel and Ben's reception, it's the last dance.
It was out of this world, wasn't it? Yeah, fantastic. It's just been a really lovely night. She's back next week and we can't wait to have her back.
She's back next week as Mrs. Rude.
Mrs. Rude, yeah. That'll be a change in the roster.
She's still Tish.
She's still known as Tish.
While Rachel and Ben's reception is coming to an end, Dan and Lula have almost given up hope of getting to their friend's wedding.
Hello, Easyjet. It is. Really? Excellent. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Excellent. We've just heard that there are a couple of people within the group who are checking in that are travelling. So you're going to Glasgow?
Damn! That's good news.
Stop it, you're making me come across all stupid.
11th hour cancellation. So we're going?
Yeah, give it 2 minutes and I'll take you over.
Thank you, Easyjet.
Seats have become free on the Glasgow flight, after all.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. It's such an achievement when you finally finish your shift and you made someone's day, or possibly week. So I'm really chuffed. They managed to get on, they're well happy, and I'm happy too.
The two Daves finally joined their wives in Mallorca a day later and £145 lighter. Lula and Dan got to the church in time for their friend's wedding. And there's good news for Rachel's twin Beverly, whose boyfriend's now out of hospital and making a good recovery. Next time on Airline, 3 Aussies run for their lives in Spain.
He just turned around on one bloke and just caught him up against the wall and just started into him.
Dispatcher Chris Hall takes the plunge with some new friends.
Started to think, oh, perhaps I should have done something else, like sponsored walk or something like that.
And we look back on some memorable moments.
You were late for your flight.
No, I was not late.
Just let me explain.
No.
Don't use Easyjet, they're crap.
We've got sci-fi cartoon lunacy coming out of our metaphorical ears later this afternoon with sticky-fingered aliens and beasts with 1 billion backs. That can't be right. Anything goes in Futurama, and it's 2 feature-length films from 5:30 right here on Pick.